When Constanza called me, she FaceTimes me and she goes, "Oh, we're both matching. We both have greasy hair," and she is not wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I look like a trash can. But yeah, welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I again had another good old 7 a.m. meeting, but fortunately this one went well and it did not go very long. So I was able to finish up at 8 and then I took a shower and became a human being for the day. So today we get to go on a very exciting adventure. By exciting, I mean literally not at all. To go get a COVID test. Yay! I recognize and realize influencers are so annoying. And so with what I'm about to tell you falls into that bucket, like, I respect it, man. It is my birthday tomorrow. And so for my birthday, I was like, well, do you want to go to like the coast? And this was a couple months ago because you can't, it's like an hour and a half drive. I was like, we could just drive there. And also for those of you that did not know, in Oregon, you don't pump your own gas and you just hand it to the person. It's amazing, highly recommend. And I was like, we could get all of our groceries here. And just like, we rented an Airbnb that's actually very nice looking, so I'm excited. It has a kitchen, it has all this stuff, and I was like, honestly, like, because we're taking a car too, like, we could pack, like, Ira's literally like, I want to bring the Nespresso machine so he can have his latte. So I was like, we could just take all of our crap, like, we can get groceries here so we're not like going to a small town and then potentially like infecting a bunch of people in the grocery store, you know, if there is anything. So I was like, basically we could do this entire trip and not actually see anyone. But the house actually, like, after I booked it, I was like, this is kind of massive for just 2 of us. And I was like, well, we could potentially invite like another friend or another couple or something, obviously only if everybody is comfortable and we're not like cross-contaminating and killing each other, you know, casual 2020 thing. So we are gonna go with our friends who are, it's like Ira's best friend and his wife, but I really like them both, so win-win. And moral to this long stupid story is because we're gonna go somewhere else, be with people and be in like the same house and stuff. We have been quarantining for the last like week now. I think it's been a little over a week now because we were aiming for like a 2-week period. I have obviously, like you literally seen, I've gone to the grocery store and I've like picked stuff up outside, but I have not hung out with anyone. I've been like, literally for Thanksgiving, I was like, sorry family. Like, we did an earlier Thanksgiving with just my sister and my brother-in-law. Dante, just forgot about him for a second, sorry. But my brother, he lives in Washington and he like came down the only day he could get off because he works at Costco in the tire center during the day, like outside of Seattle, and then he works at a Home Depot. I don't know why I'm laughing, this is awful. But he works at Home Depot at night and literally all that kid does is work and is like a double essential worker. And I was like, power to you, man. You're too diseased, potentially. I'm sorry. So I didn't see him so that I could go on this trip. And like, my family does not care about Thanksgiving. We're Canadian. We usually celebrate it early anyway. Like, I know a lot of people, I'm really sorry if your plans got canceled, and like, obviously there's a lot going on. So I'm very sorry to everyone that has had that happen, for sure. My point is here is I'm trying to not be the person that's like, everyone was tested negative beforehand, but also hopefully we'll get negative tested beforehand.
You gotta take the cap off.
Thank you.
You're talking about being in the drive-thru line. They haven't taken our order yet. So.
Okay, I just want everyone to acknowledge during this whole pandemic, I've had to listen to this. There's so many times where you say something like that and I'm like, I can't imagine you as a child.
Pretty much the same thing. I'm just taller now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine you not having any filter and being 7 years old. The annoyance. Like, I don't know how your parents didn't kill you or leave you somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty true. I'm also amazed by that, but
we're never reproducing because I would kill your offspring. Do, get out of my way. Yes, you're so excited I'm home. Oh my god. Yes. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me over the immensely heavy breathing coming from someone. Yeah, you gotta go. Okay, goodbye. But as long as test results were correct, I am officially negative as of the moment that I took them. So the front desk lady, when I walked in there, was so pissed. Like, she was not pleased. And I'm like, you literally work in one of the most stressful jobs right now. Like, that's fine. If you need to be pissed, like, be pissed. Like, I was just trying to be polite and like efficient as to not piss anyone off anymore. And like the other girl that worked there, like there's like two kind of like nurses that were there. She was like really cheery and really nice and like very positive. And then the doctor was really positive, and I could like hear them all talking because I guess like, I don't know, I obviously do not know literally any details or anybody's lives, but what it kind of seemed like from what they were saying was that a lot of people, because you have to have an appointment, getting the appointment was a pain. And I say that like, I was so annoyed because my insurance is crap. I pay so much money every month for just literally the most useless insurance. If y'all want to have a conversation about things that piss Lauren off, American healthcare system, #1. Back to my very riveting story. Because I'm sitting in basically just like a glass room, like I can hear them speaking, and I guess people just like somehow like the system just kept letting people book for times that like really shouldn't be available. Like, you're supposed to have only a limited amount of people in there, and like the time, like I don't know, just like the slots I guess would open up, because literally the only way that I could get an appointment, and I got an appointment, is my insurance, the entire 50-mile radius, 50 miles. There's only 3 places that do COVID testing that my insurance will cover. And I was like, so I pay this for what? Like 3 places. I'm talking about Washington. I'm looking at like, I was like, I'm not driving to Salem, you know what I mean? Like, what are you saying to me? 3 places. And so the only way I could even get an appointment was I literally just every like 10 minutes would just go over and refresh the page, hoping that someone would cancel their appointment because they were like, every place is booked. So I literally this morning got lucky and was able to get one. So what I'm getting at here is that I was very fortunate in sneaking that in, because yesterday I was so pissed off. Like pre me going on a walk, I was so pissed. And then I went on a walk and I felt a lot better. But I was just so annoyed. Obviously not with any healthcare workers or like places or anything, but just like my freaking insurance is so useless. Anyway, I was just glad to like have the appointment and get in, and I overheard them talking about how busy they were going to be. And Ira's appointment, I think, is for like half an hour after mine. And I was like texting him because they were saying like, one of the, like the doctor basically was saying to the front desk girl that was really pissed off, she was like, oh, maybe we should call some of these people that have appointments for this time and see if they could come in a little bit earlier. And the front desk girl was just like, no, there's just like no point. Like, it's just not gonna work. It's just gonna be a whole hassle. Like, people are too pissed off. And I was just like, again, she's allowed to feel. I cannot imagine being in her position. So she's allowed to feel anything that she wants at this point in my book. And she was just like, no. And I was there texting Ira like, you should come now. I was trying to like spread it out, but I also was like, but just so you know, if you come in here, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know you. Thor, now that we're done lecturing and ranting and being generally, you know, what is happening with you? Well, I was gonna say, I think it's time for some lunch. And by that, I mean a sad smoothie. Cheers. Costanza is here. Boys who have Vlogmas. I wish they could hear you. They can't. I have my headphones in, so I'll just put music to it. It'll be cute.
Yeah, she love the way that we move, so she wanna be with my crew, 'cause she love the way that we do. Lighting up the stage, just having mosh pit. Cinderella, baby, drop the ball with it. Some of my dogs, yeah, they dogs with it. I be cool and I be robbing. Baby, yeah, you dealing with a boss. Did you know you dealing with a star? I just put the handy on the rocks. I'ma put the icing on the watch. Yeah. I'm a playboy, I need a cardi. If you wanna play, you sorry.
We got the Instacart. Constanza's still on the call. This is a tripod, not something inappropriate. Ira, we didn't do our
What's up?
our advent calendar.
Oh!
Constanza, do you want to be here for this too?
I call the first 2 days.
Constanza's learning how to curl her hair. She's doing great.
I'm learning with a new, what's this called? Curling iron.
As I was saying, we got the Instacart with all the dairy. So much dairy. Jeez. Also, they came in plastic bags, which for Portland is weird because usually they're paper. Here's the thing about Instacart, Constanza. Here's the thing. I did not pay for the actual Instacart. You don't have to. You can get it for free and then you can just pay for each delivery. But here is what's good is if you stay on their mailing list, they'll send you like $10 off your delivery. And then if you use that, because I don't know, I'm not ordering $1 million worth of stuff. It's like $10 off your order, and usually the service fee, and you can get like free delivery a lot of the time. So what I'm saying is that a lot of the time, if you can apply enough coupons and stuff, and you just like hold out to use it until then, you can tip someone and have all your service fees and delivery fees covered, and you still get the $10 off. So a lot of the time, I bought groceries, and I basically just got all my groceries delivered to me, and I saved $2. Or you spent like $1 if you got a lot of stuff.
That is a chocolate bar waiting to be
That's what I'm saying. That's 2 Taco Bell burritos. That's a chocolate bar. That's so many things. And that's
Olsen would be so proud of you.
yes. I'm just saying. A lot of the time it's like this saved me so much time. I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have to be in the pandemic. And you can leave someone like always leave someone a proper tip. You're able to give that money to a human. So, moral to the story is Instacart allows you to do a referral code. I'm not sponsored. I just really like it because I'm a lazy piece of crap.
Whom has now deceased? I have now decided to pass away because of how much of a piece of crap I am.
Now that my spit is dislodged itself,
Gross.
point is you can have up to 5 referrals. So I'm gonna put my referral code below because it gets you $10. And it gets me $10.
Oh my god, what's good?
But because Instacart's so good, they put a cap on it. So I can only give it to 5 people. So what I'm saying is I'm gonna put it below until the 5 is gone. So if you want $10 free, you can get it. If you don't want it, we're moving on from this segment. Okay, like 10 years later, I got off. But in the meantime, I've cleaned pretty much the whole house. I made a kale salad. So this, I'm just saying, if you don't like kale, this is a way to make kale taste good. Is you get the big like dinosaur kale, and then you get a little pot, like I showed you earlier, and you just bring the pot of water to a boil. You dunk with some little tongs the pieces of kale into the boiling water until they turn like a bright green, like maybe 15 seconds each leaf. Like it does not need to be in there long. And then it like takes all the like aggressiveness out of kale, if that makes sense. And then I just cover it in like salt, olive oil, lemon juice, pepper, Parmesan cheese, deliciousness. We also have some asparagus, also covered in salt and pepper and lemon. And a lasagna. Lasagna. This is not a healthy lasagna. This is just cheese, and I got some fake meat on one of these sides for me. Ooh. Ooh. Someone Stanza called me. She FaceTimes me and she goes, "Oh, we're both matching. We both have greasy hair." And she is not wrong. Well, folks, we're COVID free.
What's up, YouTube?
On that note, I'm gonna hang up.